Hey everybody, it's May. Tonight we're going to go ahead and do the flip of the first 4 days in the Love Faith Kit. And then we're going to do entry number 5 on camera. So if that seems interesting, just stay tuned. Okay guys, so let me go ahead and open up this thingy. Ooh, it did dry so nice. And if you hadn't seen how I did the process video on this, the video is up on YouTube. It should be the video just before this. So I did make this box, and I show you the products that I used. And then I made these travelers. Well, I didn't make the travelers notebooks. I bought them on Amazon, but I decorated them. So let's go ahead and get started. All right. So this is actually a system that I think is really going to work for me. I can't use mixed media and dyes and things in here. I'm sure I could with a little bit of tweaking to the paper by like gluing several sections, pages together. But so far, this is a very low-key version for me, and I'm really, really liking it. So I used from my kit the love tag, and on day 1, I did Galatians 5:13 through 14. So I've been writing out the verse in red. And then I wrote in my importance. This is from By the Well for God, and this is a sticker from the kit. And then the importance continued over to here. This right here is deco that is from the original Love Kit before it got revamped. And this is where I did dig deeper. This is from the freebie right here, and this is from By the Well for God. So day 1 did have 2 words on the word study, and that's an additional sheet that's located in the faith section. It's a functional sheet, and that's where it's located. So it was on liberty and then on law. So I wrote out the transliteration, the Strong's number, it was derived from the Greek translation. Then I wrote out the English derivatives, the verses that you can also find these words in the Bible, and then I wrote out my definitions. These florals came from By the Well for God. The brush strokes came from my kit. The words that the scripts did as well. And these labels right here are from the add-ons. What is it? Journaling kit. I'm sorry, journaling kit for love. So day 2 was very simple. It didn't have a word study. And the verse was pretty much like a psalm in a way. So I just wrote out the verse, and then I wrote in my importance over here. And then I used some stickers from By the Well for God, as well as some stickers from the kit. So day 3 was where Jesus was answering. I can't remember who he was talking to. I believe it was somebody. I believe it was a tax collector. I can't remember. Isn't that horrible? So anyway, day 3 was Mark 12:29 through 31. And since it was Jesus talking, I used one of my Deco Pretties with Jesus. And then I wrote out the verse. I used some florals from the add-ons. And then I wrote out the importance. And I used this from page E with the pretty dove and the roses. And I put the God is love. And this right here, you guys, y'all gonna laugh. I have a chalkboard in my room, right? And I'm trying to see if I can grab it without tearing everything up. Oh, come on. I use these right here. I don't like getting chalk on my fingers. I'm funny about chalk and Play-Doh. Let me know if y'all the same way. So I kind of scribbled, right? And then I took a baby wipe and I just like smudged it. And I thought it came out really, really cool. So far, that kind of mixed media in here will work. You know what I mean? So I really like how big I'm able to write in here. I don't have to worry about really anything. So I wrote out my importance, and that was the end of day 3. It didn't have a word study. And I thought, this right here where Jesus was answering the question about the first of all the commandments is love. It was very, very to the point. So I didn't really put a whole lot of importance here, and I didn't feel like I needed to dig deeper. So day 4 was on Romans 12:9 through 10. So I wrote out my verse. And then here is the importance. And I used this super cute sticker sheets from By the Well for God. and I wrote out my importance, and then it did have a word study, and it was on brotherly love. These stickers are also from By the Well for God. It was a different kit. This one was the One Another kit, I believe. Yeah, it was the One Another, and this is from the Revival kit. So that was a look at day 1 through 4. So even though today is February 4th, there are 30 verse addresses in the Love Kit. And I want to go ahead and do day 30 since, February only has 29. So it was asked that I show what I'm going to be using from the kit when I do these on camera. So when I do a entry into the journal on camera, I will only use stuff from the Love Kit. I won't use anything from By the Well for God or anything from my stash. So let me go ahead and show you guys what I'm going to be using from the Love Kit. Let me go ahead and move this right here. So don't want it to drop off my desk. No, I don't. No, I don't. So I did a little bit of prep work already. And the verse that I'm wanting to use tonight is going to be Colossians 3:12 through 4. And so I'm going to be using sheet A from the Love Kit, which is just your 30 verse addresses. I'm going to be using the sheet D and sheet C from the freebies. Okay, I've got several of them pulled out. And then I'm going to be using the brush strokes from the add-on kits. This is add-on number 8. And I pulled out 2 because so far when I do a word study that has more than one word, I like them to be matchy-matchy. And this word study tonight has 3 words. So, yeah, I got 2 sheet number 8s right here. I did go ahead and pull sheet, the add-on number 4. I'm sorry, that's add-on number 8, not sheet 8. Add-on number 8 and add-on number 4. And I have already used part of add-on number 2, but this is actually our verse tonight. So I'm going to be using the rest of this. And I pulled add-on number... This is add-on number 2, I'm sorry. And then this is add-on number 4, the washi strips. And I do have some tile alphas, okay? So I do want to use these, maybe, the larger ones. And I have some smaller ones. But that's it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these washi strips right here. And I'm going to look at my deco. Let's see. Do we want to go red, red? Let's go red and dark pink tonight. How about that? So I'm going to take these really pretty, like, metallic-y looking hearts with some swirls in it. And I'm going to lay this up here. Okay. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. And I love that. I love how this looks so far. Let's go ahead and put... I don't like that I can see my lines right there. Well, actually, let me use my weird lucifers, my bent ones. I'm trying to use the bent ones to see if it helps me a little bit better. And let's grab a whipper out. What whipper did we grab? We grabbed the one with Snoopy and Woodstocks. Isn't it cute? So let's go ahead and white out the very tail end of these lines because I don't like that. Okay, so we got that over there. And on this sheet, don't think I want to use this deco just yet. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our verse address and stick it up here. So it's Colossians 3:12 through 4. Alright, and I think what I'm going to actually do is cut around it. Well, which little drawer did I put my scissors in? These little boogers will work. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and make it straight to the page. Now, I did go ahead and glue every other page together to make my pages a little bit thicker. And the other reason I did that was so that I start having anxiety if I think that the book's not going to be filled up before the end of the kit. It does not matter, but to me it does. So every other page is glued together, and I'll probably be able to get 3 in my little box. So I'm pretty happy about that. So, yeah. I'm sorry, I had a phone call. My birthday is Wednesday, and we had a birthday dinner with Granny today. It's also my cousin Tony's birthday today on the 4th. And then it was my Uncle Scott's birthday just at the beginning of the week. So after I did that, I went to Morganton and got my nails done. It's just been like phone call central, plus my daughter's birthday's coming up. So, yeah. Alright, so it's on Colossians 3:12 through 14. I think I said 4 earlier. I do apologize. If you've never watched one of my faith entries before, I do copy from the New King James Version. And so I've had some people say, well, I can't find where the words are for the word study in my Bible. It's probably because you're using a different translation than the New King James Version. If you look your same verse up in the New King James Version, then you'll know what your word study is for the verse. Not every single verse has a word study. Okay, so we're doing 3 through 12 through 14. Yeah, come on, get with it. Okay, so let me go ahead and write this out. And I already put it over here, so I wouldn't have to worry about my glasses. Alright, so the verse is, therefore, as the elect of God, holy and beloved, put on tender mercies, kindness, humility, meekness, long-suffering, is bearing with one another, and forgiving one another. If anyone has a complaint against another, even as Christ forgave you, so you also must do. But above all these things, put on love, which is the bond of perfection. Sorry that was so choppy. I'm pretty sure that I will be editing that part, because that was a bit of a mess, the original version, trust me. Let's see. This is where 14 starts. I like to say where the individual verses are. Of course, this is 12. Now, where is 13 begin? Right here with bearing. So that's how I do it in my own personal journal. So I like how that looks. So let's go ahead and get down some more washi. And I believe there's going to be more of a word study tonight than just 3. So, yeah. Okay, so since I've got a big one right here, I want to go to my freebie. I like using the little washi on the freebie. And so I want to go with some darker colors tonight. So we'll go with these little pickup trucks because I'm totally digging it. And since I put my verse address in the corner over there, what I'm going to do is go ahead and get this washi here. And then in my little book, I've got all my scripts. So, yeah. So I know we're doing long-suffering. Yeah. Long-suffering. I need to underline which words in each one of them. Let's do this real quick. Brotherly love was a word study. Right? There was no word study here. There was no word study here. There was on liberty and law, so let's go ahead and do liberty and then law. Okay, so for in this verse, it's going to be long-suffering. That is on the sheet, right? Yes. Long-suffering. And then humility. Is that on my sheet? Yes, it is. So that's a word study. And then forgiving is the other one. Okay, so when we go over here, yeah, that it's only the 3, like I said. Okay, so somehow or another, I didn't get my verse copied down on my legal pad the correct way, but yeah. Okay, so we get out the word important, or importance, I'm sorry. So let me go ahead and grab that out. All right. I'm just showing y'all my process. There's no right or wrong way. It's just, you know, the way I do it. I do want a piece of deco at the bottom of the page. Let's do let's do this bright red donut right here. That's kind of cool. So we'll stick him there. All right, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to fast forward you through what I write down for my importance, and then I'll read it back to you, and then we'll go ahead and start the word study. All right? So just hang tight. Okay, guys, so the importance that I wrote down was Paul describes the nature of the new life of people who have been raised with Christ. Their virtues and activities contribute to the peace and strength of the Christian community. Just as Jesus Christ is one, So there can only be one of Christ. Allegiance to Jesus as Lord must transcend differences and will result in peace and harmonious relationships. So we're going to go ahead and decorate the bottom of this because I don't want to start my word study like halfway cattywamped to the middle of the page. So what I'm going to do is I got to figure out, let's see. Okay, so on add-on number 2, this is actually the verse that we're doing tonight. So it would be a pretty good idea to put it there. I have some pink chalk. Ugh. So let's use that little bugger. Let's go ahead and get out a baby wipe. I just use cheapy little Parents' Choice Walmart brand baby wipes. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Alright. So, I think what I'm going to do is just like swirl me some chalk here. This is super light, but it'll work. It's going to take care of my purpose. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I don't even think I've used this one on my chalkboard yet. Alright. So, like I said, I just squiggle on some chalk. Okay. And then this will make it a little bit darker. And we're going to fan this page for just a second to let that dry. So that my stickers will actually stick on it. And then let's just decorate with a few things down there. Actually, I got a darker pink. Let's do that. So we were going dark pink and red, right? So yeah, this will be better. So let's get that pink in there. It'll be kind of like a blended effect between the two colors. So that'll work. Ooh, super weird. Okay, I'm just gonna blend it. Yeah, that works way better. I like that. See, there's just always something super simple in your room, you know, that you can just definitely use. And look at that. It's kind of cool, right? Yeah. So let me pause the video and give this just a second because this is really wet now. And then we'll be right back. Okay, guys. So like I said, we're going to finish up this add-on number 2. And so what I want to kind of do is block this area in with these hearts. Okay. I'm actually going to just finish up this whole kit. And since that kind of blends, I'm going to outline this heart. Kind of like overly outline it. I may not like how that turns out, but you know, there's no right or wrong. I can dig it. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the verse in the center here. Well, I don't think I want it in the center. Come on. Okay, so we're going to stick it about right there. That'll work. I'm going to use this typewriter down in the bottom. Like that. And then I'm just going to put the smattering, you know, of the rest of the deco on the sheet. That way this sheet is used up. Because this year I intend to use up every single thing I can. I love it. There's nothing more satisfying than when you got a sticker sheet completely used up. Okay. Let's put the cross on there. Like I said, I'm just going to use up the whole thing here, guys. There we go. Put that there. And let's see. Which way do I want to do it? Put it that way. And I'm going to put the other heart, this little red one, like right up here. And I like that. Okay, so like I said, this whole little sheet, that's totally done. I dig it. Okay, so we've got all that done. So let's go ahead and start our word study. So I'm going to follow, I think, for the entire book, the same way that I do it here. I like this idea. It just works for me, and yeah, so that's the way we're going to do it. So what color brush strokes? I said we were going to go dark. Got these roses over here. Got that kind of, Let's use up the plaid ones. Let's do that. Okay. But that word's kind of long, so hang tight. What I do first, I'm going to go ahead and get this out because we're going to be using this quite a bit. And we're going to be using all the rest of these little boogers. Okay. I've got several sheets of this printed, so you'll see that I have more behind it. I would lose them, print another one, find the original. It happens, right? Okay, so let's get out of Strong's. And I've already got my little notes written to the side here, so this will go pretty fast. When I'm writing in my definitions, I'll pause it, and then I'll come back and read what my definitions were, and we'll call this video a wrap. I just wanted to do like a really simple entry, but I figured 3-word studies. I really liked this verse tonight, and even though I kind of butchered it a little bit ago, I'm going to edit it so y'all don't have to see how I messed it all up. But yeah, those are the little sheets that I use for my word study. So since the word long-suffering, I put the word study up here. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Okay. Now, long-suffering, how long is that word? It's going to be way longer than my, So how did I do the latest one that was long? I used a piece of washi on that. That's what I did. Alright, so hang tight. What we're going to do is, we don't have to use 2 number 8s tonight. We'll just grab another piece of that washi from that sheet, from add-on number 4. Yeah. We'll go with the... Let's use these up. Do I want that? No, I don't want that with that. Let's go roses. Let's go roses! Yes, we will. So we'll put the roses. Okay guys, so I've gotten everything written down. So let's go ahead and let me tell you what the definitions were. Let's go ahead and put this like that. Alright. So, for long suffering, I cannot pronounce this word. It is from the Greek translation. It can mean patient, ill, uncomplaining, forbearing, enduring, intolerant is English derivatives. The verses are Galatians 5:22, Ephesians 4:2, Colossians 3:12, and 2 Peter 3:15. The definition for long-suffering is offering lenience to someone who offends, willingly enduring persecution and ill treatment, instead of enacting revenge. A long-suffering person exercises restraint out of love. The Holy Spirit empowers us to have this virtue. I like that. So the word study on humility is, again, another word I cannot pronounce. It is from the Greek translation. English derivatives are shyness, modesty, meek, and humble. We can find these in Ephesians 4:12, Philemon 2:3, and 1 Peter 5:5. The definition for humility, according to the Word Study Bible, is regarding oneself as a less importance both in the sight of God and before others, often compared to meekness, which indicates relating submissively towards God and others as a result of a humble view of oneself. Then we had a word study on forgiving. Again, sorry guys, another word I can't pronounce. It's from the Greek translation. English derivatives for forgiving can be accepting, kind, lenient, and merciful. We can find other verses used in forgiving in Luke 7:2, Romans 8:32, 1 Corinthians 2:12, and Philemon 1:29. The definition for forgiving, as according to the Word Study Bible, is denotes acting graciously towards a person by performing an act of kindness. These acts include bestowing forgiveness, favors, and gifts. So I have a little bit of room down here, and I kind of want to fill it in. So I think that all I'm going to do is put in some of the smaller deco that I have and kind of fill it in. I'm just going to put them here and there, just a little smattering. And I do think that since I had started out with this washi with the little truck, I'm going to go ahead and kind of center it down here. And since I have several freebies out, I'm going to put the same vase again on the other side of this washi. Okay. And then I think up here, I'm just going to use the little gnome because he's got like a little red hat. Stick him there. I'll stick the little mailbox at the very top. Whoops. At the very top here. If I don't put it crooked. Alright. Got a little bit of deco here and there. We had used the typewriter, so I'll probably just put another typewriter right there because it is a word study. And yeah, so I'm good with a little bit of deco on this page. And this page really doesn't need anything but like one little tiny thing up here. And since we'd used the letter, you know, over here, I'll use a small one at the top. So the only other thing I gotta do is put on my day 5. And since this washi right here is a dark color, I think I'm going to use like a lighter pink. Yeah. These tile alphas are from By the Well for God. They're like one of my favorite things. I always pick them up. I haven't made a purchase from them in like well over a year because I have purchased so many things and never used them. And it's crazy that all the things I purchased, I'm actually using in my own faith journal in my own way. I'm not even doing the devotionals I had purchased. I need to be doing them, but I have been very sidetracked doing like my own faith kit, which I guess is a good thing. Because if it's working for you and you're spending time in the Word of God, I guess there is really no wrong way. I'm sorry it's been a while since I did a process video and a flip. I got off track with it last month, but at the end of the day, the deal is, are you going to get back into it? You know, that's kind of the thing. So this is day 5. I do like the way it turned out. I do like that there's a little bit of color on the page and that there was 3 word studies. Really, really cool. And so I will finish up this coming week and we'll do another faith next Sunday. I just want to remind you that there is no right or wrong way to do your faith journaling, your devotionals, reading your Bible. It is whatever is comfortable for you as long as you get into the Word and you enjoy it. So until I see you guys for another video. Bye.